Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry now for Alexander Madison. A limited running room as he'll get 21. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
He's hoping of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
They'll roll him out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So now here are the Giants backed up to start their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, Slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Darren Lee.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Number 39.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
First down. New York.
Forced out to his left. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty good.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Spinning away. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they try the right side here. It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants.
New York.
A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 3. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Rolling to his right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in a zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a 35-yard.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Here's Madison. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Mecole Hardman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. He'll go underneath here to his running back. Catch is made. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And the Giants.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Forced to the ground and
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Touchdown, Giants! Nicole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have got it on cruise control.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Completes it to Hardman. 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 59 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
42.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He may try and run for this.
The quarterback.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
5 yards on the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
New York.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's complete. Okuebunam. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they try the right side here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
3rd and inches.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The kick by Lutz is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Able to power through. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Ricky. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
For number 83.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The quarterback sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down, Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Giants on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Right back to him on first down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards there on the catch and run. The offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This is fielded inside the 5. Shreds the tackle. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw it, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Giants, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.